So you guys want to know about copyrights and trademarks from my opinion. Well, you guys got questions and I've got answers. How you guys doing? My name is Stan Banks from T-Shirt Sales, and I help people start t-shirt businesses from home or wherever you at. And today we're going to get right into information that I have for you guys with my views on copyrights and trademarks right after the intro. So before I jump into this, you guys already know I need you guys to like, comment. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Put that post notification bell on. That way you know when I upload, and it's pretty much every day now, right? But more importantly than all of that stuff, I need you guys to go down in the comments below and ask a question so I can do this every day. You might see your question answered here on Ask Stan the Man. So let me jump right into it. I got this comment twice in like a short span of time. So I'm gonna read them, and one of them is kind of like a broad question, and one of them is a little bit more narrow, but I'm gonna answer both of them. And this first one says, is trademarking logical for beginners? That's a great question. I thought it was a great question. And then I got this second comment that was a little bit more in detail, and it says, can you make a video about addressing copyrights and trademarks, laws, and how folks build entire businesses off images from the internet without any knowledge on how they could get sued? If you haven't already made this type of video, if you have already made this type of video, then thank you. But if not, and if you haven't, I'm curious as to why. All right, so first and foremost, before we get into this, I am no lawyer, and these are my views and opinions based off of how I chose to deal in my business when it came down to copyrights and trademarks and what my views are. But take what I say and do your research around it. But I do plan on bringing on a trademark attorney the next time I'm in LA, and hopefully we can get a lot of good information from him. And anything in this video that you guys comment down, this is going to be the video that if you know you got a deep question or more important question or more specific question about it, I want to refer back to this video when I get with him so that I can make sure we get all of the questions answered. So please take the time to engage with this post and put that information or those questions down in the comments below. Even if it's just your opinions and views, we can get it verified from somebody who really knows what they're doing. They do trademarking and stuff like that all the time. So to answer the first question, is it logical as a beginner? I personally took the stance that it wasn't, okay? Now here's the deal. I'm just gonna name 3 brands that I started. I started First State of Mind, which is my Delaware-based clothing line for Delaware. I started HBCUTs, which is for historically black colleges. And I started Gourmet, which is one I made for YouTube to kind of walk people through the process. You guys can look up all of those brands or whatever the case is somewhere on YouTube from my videos, okay? So let's say I had these ideas that I wanted to put out, and I wanted to get them trademarked. And so I'm like, okay, I need to get all these designs trademarked. I'm not even going to say how much it costs because I don't know. You can file for this stuff yourself. You can have success doing it yourself. It's a process you would have to learn, or you could spend $5,000 or $10,000 depending on the lawyer that you choose and get this stuff done for you. I'm pretty sure there may be other fees in there, but so don't quote me. You would have to figure this all out. Again, when we get the guy here, we'll get more specifics on what it would cost or whatever the case is. So if I wanted to get all of these trademarks and copyrighted and all of this good stuff, first and foremost, these logos and my brand slogan or whatever the case is, I don't even know if it's going to be successful, okay? So my viewpoints on, if I'm just starting out, let me figure out if I even like this business. Let me figure out if it's even going to make me any money, whether it's a clothing brand or whatever the case is. Let me figure that out. And nothing, I don't care if you get a trademark or not, nothing beats execution, right? So if you take an idea and you formulate that idea and you execute on it, you get it out to the people, you'll find that in today's society, if someone is knocking you off, your fans will go to bat for you. Your fans will let you know. Your friends will not let other people shop with that person. You know, you see a lot of this impersonation and scams right now because of the times that we're in, and everything is more accessible, more people getting scammed than ever. But if you look at those people who are, the profiles of people or the brands who are getting scammed, they're usually getting shared from their customers. Hey, this person trying to sell you stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So from that standpoint, I'd much rather make sure my idea is a valid idea, that is going to make some money, it's going to bring me some traction, it's going to get me some funds. And let's say, you know, for me, I said, yo, if an idea makes me $10,000, I'll trademark it. You know, why was it $10,000? I don't know why. I just picked $10,000 was my number. Because that was like, maybe now I know that this is successful. If I can make 10, I can make 20. If I can make 20, I can make 30, right? So considering all of that stuff, and I need to jump back and say, well, does the difference between copyright and trademark? My understanding is copyright has to do with copyrights have to do with phrases and names and stuff like that, and trademarking has more to do with your logo. All right, but they kind of do the same thing respectively, right? So now on to the second question. When you're dealing with internet images, okay, like I'm gonna keep it real, man. I was doing Disney stuff. I was doing stuff, you know, when people come in and ask, you know, even though I didn't like it, but when I was early on and I wanted some money, I needed the money. You know, a woman came in with some Aeropostale shorts for her kid's slumber party, and she wanted them to be Nike, and I printed them. And I personally don't like it. But here's what I will say. Although I did print them, you would never know unless she told you, right? My thing was, I have control over the work that goes into my portfolio. So even if you are, I understand, like, you're gonna really feel like you're too small. Like, this is my viewpoint. I'm too small for them to even, like, what they gonna do? You know, they gonna come sue me. I ain't got nothing anyway. I don't got no properties in my name. I ain't got, you know, I don't have nothing for them to come sue. They gonna take my next week's paycheck. Now, is this the right way of thinking? No, but I'm a hustler first. I'll figure the rest out. So when it comes to doing stuff like that, you know, you have to do it at your own discretion. There is a risk. I think Brando had a guy on who did some Disney shirts, and he ended up getting caught. Like, it was a setup the whole way. I'll see if I can link that video down below for him. But, you know, there is a risk when you do this stuff. But I'm gonna err on the side that when I started out, my viewpoints was, man, listen, they come get me, they gonna just get nothing, because I ain't got nothing, right? I'm already just robbing Peter to pay Paul. I'm hustling. I'm spinning up all-nighters and all of this good stuff. So that's my viewpoint on it. Now, how can you do better, right? How can you just, somebody sends you an image, and they want a shirt done, they send you the image, what can you do? Well, you can take that image and say, hey, this is what I became good at. Hey, it's not going to be exactly like that, but I'm going to give you a similar design and style. And I used to take pride in changing up fonts and adding my own twist to it. And that's what I suggest you do, because now your portfolio looks a lot different than somebody who went on Etsy and just is downloading a lot of the common stuff. Take a second, you know, take what they want, go on the font sites and pick some different fonts and get a similar style, because you know what they're looking for. But at the same time, create it. And this is going to make you better as a graphic designer, just recreating images. It doesn't take much to lay out fonts and stuff like that. Very, very basic knowledge. Then you want to learn photo manipulation. See, I'm not a great graphic designer. And what I mean by that is, I naturally don't come up with like ideas that I'm custom drawing and custom vectoring. What I do is I implement concepts from the book Still Like an Artist. I'm gonna link that down below. If you have not read it, you need to read it and you need to buy it. It'll change your graphic design perspective. I'm a huge advocate for this book. Use the affiliate link. That's all I can say. That's gonna be in the comments. But theoretically, the whole thing is, if you take a bunch of ideas, you see these things, and then you steal a little bit from each piece and you implement and become your own self. So what I was able to become good at was how to manipulate images and do different things and take this image and merge it with this image and create a nice design off of it. So what I would suggest most people do who don't know how to design and they're grabbing stuff off the internet, start spending time in Illustrator or in one of these design programs, even if it's just a Cutter software, tracing two images and figuring out how you can put them together and recreating these designs that I know your customers are sending you from, they got from Etsy or just searching Google, or maybe they made it on custom ink, but usually those things look horrible. So if you take 5 minutes to make their design look better and look good, how much more proud are they gonna be? It's like, yo, my design was trash, you gave me a great design. You know, go to this person. I know he's gonna take care of you. So that's what I took on early on. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like I wasn't printing Disney shirts and doing different things like that for customers if they ask, because man, hey, I know how it feels. Like, oh, this person about to pay me $25 a shirt, or she about to pay me $10 just to put a little Nike print on here. It's not going to cost me but $2 in glitter vinyl, and she got 15 shirts. I'm about to make $150, and it's going to pretty much be all profit, $148 in profit. I know how that feels, so I'm not going to act like I'm that guy, but you want to stay away from it, and you have to control your portfolio. You do not have to post those pictures on Instagram. All right, make sure that you're putting a little bit of effort into creating something custom and learning the skill, learning the craft over time. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. And that's it for you. Hope you guys found this video useful. Remember, if you want to see your questions answered from me, Stan the Man, put them down in the comments below and I'll get to it in a later video. This has been your boy Stan Bakes from T-Shirt Side Hustle. Peace.